Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Woodside Farm. We are returning today for some more harvesting. I was actually shocked when I first joined the server because all these fields were planted before, and if we look on here now, they've pretty much all been harvested with the exception of a few. Field number 5 being one of them. We're going to harvest that today. You can see we've got a few big combines going here. We're about to head over there. We have been debating which way to go to actually get to that field, and I think we have established that the way to go is this way. So hopefully this is right, although it is a narrow way. I think I did do this in single player and it was very narrow, so whoever is carting the headers today is going to have to be quite careful, otherwise they're going to be going everywhere. So we might get harvesting eventually, just depending on how safe we get to that field. Now, that field, that turning there, I would say that is where you go. So I'm going to go up here. Pretty sure this is the right way. Just confusing everyone there. Seriously, the combine doesn't even fit up this track. There we go. The combines are pretty big for the map. We've said this before, but it's nice to use them because the small New Holland is very small. Did everyone else make it? Yeah, I think everyone's managing it. I confused everyone. This somehow seems wider than last time I came down here, because in single player I was constantly getting vehicles stuck. It somehow seems easier now, so maybe it was adjusted. We're still in euros, I've just noticed. Still, doesn't matter too much. We will have to change that for next time. It'd actually be good if you could adjust the currency in the options without having to come out of multiplayer. But here we are. This is field 5. I'm just going to have to pull over to the left, I think, to let everyone else in the field first. And of course to put the header on. So we'll probably do this off screen, as it's going to be a bit congested. So we have got Van, who is first of all here. We've then got Mitchell, Leo and Main Gamer, who I think are the other 4 people who are going to be helping today. Everyone else is just getting on with their own thing. I'll just wait for my header to turn up. My header is slightly stuck. It'll be here in a minute. It must be quite tricky to get through there though with that really big header. Anyway, finally. The header is in the field with a bit of ramming, but that is the way to do it. Anyway, let's get this attached, and hopefully I was expecting him to pull in front of me, but that's fair enough. I'll just reverse. This feels destructive. Once we get going, it'll be fine. Right, our header is on. So we can now unfold the combine harvester, and yeah, the header as well. We do not want the drawbar on. And I think the sooner I go the better, because we're going to make space for everyone else. It's really chaotic at the moment. So, right, comments. Dagwin, can you buy some more trailers, please? We probably don't have too many, actually, thinking about it, because we haven't done many of these big harvests recently. If there are loads, I'm not buying any. Okay, we've got 5 of those, we've got 2 of those. I think we've got enough, really. We have 7, I think. So, we don't really need any more. Looks like there's been some clearing work going on here because we've just caught a branch. How's everyone else doing? Yeah, I think they're on the way. But this is quite a big field. I can remember doing this. I did this with 2 harvesters in single player. I used that Sampo Rosenloo reskin, which was John Deere, and also, which one did I use? Could have been the New Holland small one. Can't remember exactly. It was a while ago. It was last summer that I did single player. So looks like we've got 3 combine harvesters in the end. We've got 1 small one and 2 big ones. fact, I think the smallest one, the small New Holland there, is already in the field when we turned up, because obviously some's already been done, and someone, whoever's driving that, did actually say that I could join them in the field and help them do this harvest. Just forgotten the username. Gonna have to go over there and find out. Oh yes, it was Frederick. Yep, I remember now. We're trying to get everyone to just wait at the side of the field and then unload when the beacons come on, but clearly some people want to just follow. I suppose it can be quite boring though if you just sat at the side for 10 minutes. It does take a while to fill these combines sometimes. So regarding Sandy Bay, I was actually planning on finishing it on single player very soon and then transferring it, maybe not straight away, but at some point onto multiplayer with the same save game. So you're essentially continuing from where I left off, because I think that is quite a good thing to do. And the reason why, well, I suppose it hasn't actually been that short a time since I changed the map. I do feel like we haven't been on Woodside Farm for too long, but we have already played it on single player, and it doesn't have the BGA, which I am getting a few comments about quite often. So at some point in the coming weeks, not straight away, I am going to transfer it to most likely Sandy Bay, providing we don't get any trolls or anyone messing about, because if everyone starts to drive the machinery off the cliff, then it's going to be as simple as me just removing the map from multiplayer, because no one wants to join the server and there's no vehicles at all because they're all in the sea. So I'm going to see how it goes, go do like a trial basis thing. If it works, brilliant, it means everyone's enjoying it. If it doesn't, then I'm afraid it means that most people are going to have to suffer because of other people being so immature. But yeah, definitely going to give it a go. Really do want to play Sandy Bay multiplayer. There is one option actually, and that is to get like a placeable hedge mod or maybe a placeable fence and barricade all the areas off where you can literally just drive the vehicles off a cliff. But we'll have to see nearer the time. Anyway, we clearly have someone here who wants me to unload, so we will do. And just wondering, are all the harvesters going? Yeah, they are. And we're actually doing this in no time. This was actually a big field, and these 3 harvesters are just eating it up. We are nearing the end. This is where it's going to be really bad because everyone wants to just munch up that final bit of field. Oh, I've got to take some of it. My harvesting days are not over yet. Oh, it looks like I'm taking the finishing line. Oh, still missed a bit. But that was probably a record harvest. That didn't take any time at all. Quite incredible. But it is big machinery, so what do you expect? Anyway, I now need someone to take the header. So I'm going to unfold it, and I'm sure someone will take it quite willingly. Let's unload the combine harvester. Brilliant. So, once again, let's return to either the yard or to another field. This is just getting a bit too chaotic for me. So, let's just go. Just wondering if there is another field to do. I think they have actually mostly been done. Field 39 seems to have something in. Oh, 32 is also OSR. So we could do 32, which isn't dramatically far from here. I think I will do. We'll go over to 32, see how it goes. And I'm sure most people will follow and join in as well. We need to fold up the harvester and wait in the traffic jam for leaving the field. Just let everyone know. Right, so currently haven't moved for a few minutes, so I better do an advert for the server. If you want to have fun, by that I mean if you like sitting in traffic jams, join Dagoin YT. It's the best traffic jam waiting game you can play. So I found the source of the problem. It's Newton Boy, going in the opposite direction. Everyone had to wait and now he's having to reverse all the way back. I don't know how everyone else in front of me got through. Because it's just me now, and then the whole tailback behind me. It does take some skill though, I'd say, to reverse all that way. Ah, a clearing. We should be able to get through here. And we're off, finally. Let's go to field 32 if it hasn't all been harvested already. Now I've just got to get out of this gateway. It's a bit narrow. And we're on the main road, finally. We can go up to field 32. Whoa! Jumping headers. Oh, it's the gate. It's the gate that's doing it. It keeps shutting. Maybe if I trigger it off again. No, I think these headers are just a bit too big for the server, or for the map. And it's free. Everyone up to field 32. I probably should just point out again that if you're watching these videos for realism, then the multiplayer ones really aren't. It's just the single player ones. Well, at least I try my best anyway. I know that not all, but yes, multiplayer is just to have a lot of fun and to see what everyone else is up to. Where is field 32 from here? Ah, you have to go near field 12. Right, so you can go down here on the right. You can go that way if you want to. However, it's a bit tight for these larger machines, so I'm going to skip that one, go to the next turning. So you have to go through field number 30 or 29, I think it is, to get up to field 32. Some of the fields on this map are like that. And then hopefully, everyone else has gone up there. I did as well, but I've turned around. Hopefully this will get us actually into the field eventually. And we should be almost there. Yeah, there we go. My header is already waiting. Fantastic. Lexium 530. And there we go. We have got the header on once again. So let's just reverse back, get everything unfolded, and then we'll be able to probably quickly, again, harvest this field. Doesn't take too long. Actually, first time round I might have to go this way just to get out of everyone's way. That gives everyone a bit more space. Okay, so we've just gone down there. That has cleared some space. But I've got to turn around now because I think it's Van, I think, yeah, coming up this way. So, got to turn around. How big is this field? It's quite a steep incline, that. Yeah, I don't think it's very big. And at least we're going clockwise around the field again. It just seems like the right way to do it because the auger is always on the correct side. But yes, these combines are a lot of fun, but it is it can get very congested very easily if you don't have the space for them. So whether or not we're going to keep them, I'm not sure. They seem to have gone down quite well, so chances are we will keep them on this map. But yeah, I don't think the map is really suited for this big equipment. Just fun to use the big stuff on the small map. You may or may not have noticed that my connection speed is obviously a lot better. Download anyway, upload's no better, but having a lot less lag in the server, so a lot more enjoyable to play. And already we have almost finished. Can't believe how quickly we have done that. So yes, we have done nearly every single field now. They've nearly all been harvested. So it means that there's going to have to be a lot of planting going on very soon. If you want to do some planting, if you enjoy planting, then you can join the server. It's open, as long as it's not down, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you should be able to get a slot at some point. Obviously peak times it's full and it can be very hard to get in, but there are actually some very quiet times. Like last night I looked and it was about 10 o'clock at night, which is obviously a bit too late for some people because of school and work and stuff. But yeah, it was actually empty, amazingly. So if you are available and you want to join the server in the evening, late evening, that is a good time to join. All we have to do now is make our very long trek back to the storage field, the machinery storage field, and go and take all this back, and I think we'll call it a day. I think it's probably, if not everyone, nearly everyone in the server who is in the same area. Oh no, one person is not in the same area. So 11 people have joined in with this harvest. The very chaotic harvest. In fact, I think that is probably the most chaotic and unrealistic harvest I've ever done on Farming Simulator. And then it's just a load of little red blobs going back on the road. All to the same place. So it's going to be just as chaotic when we drop everything off. And here we are, back at our machinery storage field. And I've crashed again, just to finish it off. So I know that this was not up to the usual standard of realism. Some people probably like that. I'm sure a lot of people don't. But it's multiplayer, things like that happen. And when you're using big machinery on a tiny map, it's bound to happen. So it was inevitable, really. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video nonetheless. We will return to Woodside next week. Not sure if we will the week after, but certainly one more episode at least on this map. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and see you again soon. Bye for now.